put the mic back down. That would have been fun. Loading up 76 here. No reason we can't start the stream while we're waiting for Bethesda to find its bits. Yeah, so I was just going to say, you cited a really good example. The Last of Us, video games in general, like if you look at the attention span for a movie, it's probably the shortest out of any means of telling a story. Like it moves along at a fixed rate, you have no control over the speed. It's going to be whatever's shown to you, right? And so people's attention span is going to wane and waver and wane a lot faster than other things. A book, you can pace it yourself. You can speed up, slow down. You can even skip. It's easier to skip parts if you really want. Not advised, but you could. Um, but games give you like the most control in of all the narrative formats. Out of like, you could take something that wouldn't work at all on screen or on paper, and let someone just sit there and kind of explore and try stuff out and stay in one tiny little spot in the game for a really long time. Like it fosters, I think, contrary to popular belief, the longest attention span in storytelling out of anything. You can actually create really, really cool, small, intimate moments in games that you can't in any other medium. And yeah, The Last of Us uses that brilliantly. Hello, how you doing? Alrighty. So I read up on cores, and you get cores through events, and they're trying to encourage people to do the bigger, like, public events, which I don't want to. So it's going to be a little tough to get cores. I'm going to see if I can keep track of them, though. And we have to do events for the dailies anyway, so let's get that going. Yeah, I don't know if you heard the whole thing, but I was basically saying that, yeah, you had a really good example in that game in terms of the way it tells narratives and the way it tells unconventional narratives that don't fit the action, 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 plot, 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 that sort of standard formula that we've developed in film. Which, again, can work, but you compare something like a Pixar movie, like I love most Pixar films. I don't love all of them, but some of my favorite films are Pixar films, where it could be a really bizarre, unconventional story, like Ratatouille, like a rat learns to cook and takes over a restaurant. Hi, that's what the hell? How do you pitch that one? Like, how do you sell someone on that idea? They made it work brilliantly. Compare that though to where it really is. It uses that pacing model that that really, really tight, forward-driven storytelling that Pixar is famous for. You compare that to Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving, any of the Ghibli films, or even better, some of the film like Summer Wars. Do you like anime at all? I'll probably keep coming back and asking that because I'm kind of curious if you like. I'm curious to know, like, what do you like to read, if anything? Do you like comics and manga? Do you like novels? In terms of film, do you like Studio Ghibli? Do you like anime in general? Do you always? Oh, that was weird. How did I get? I got some bonuses like right off the bat. Okay, I'll take them. All right, let's get inside and get changed, and then we'll start tallying up the day's routine. I gotta figure out which armor to buy too. Nothing to repair. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the Mamoru Hosoda Mamoru, I think is his name, who does Summer Wars and Wolf Children, and someone correct me if I'm off on that. The pacing is a lot slower than Western films. And personally, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love the anime, a lot of anime. I mean, there's a lot of anime that's also the, like, flash bang, forward moving, lots of explosions and sword fights and giant robots and stuff. But we've all seen the anime opening, which is like water dripping into a pool from a faucet. It's summertime, and we hear cicadas in the background. And then we see the hazy shot of the high school, These really slow moments that kind of ease you into the story. And I love that. I love that they have a completely independent sense of pacing in their storytelling. Boy, you get me going on that stuff, and I just won't shut up. Anyway, now let's go blow stuff up. Let's see. I'm going to go to armor, put on my stealth armor. And there's my backpack and my helmet. What does the helmet actually do? Prevents damage and disease from airborne and waterborne hazards. I'm going to leave the helmet off unless I actually need it, just for a change. So that whenever I look at myself now, I will look like, whoop, I will climb into the walls, what I will do.
Nice digs around here. I hope we can stay.
And there we go. I will look like that now instead of having that helmet on all the time. So I stand, you know, you want to look a little different. Let's see. Now what? How are we doing for food? May have to do some hunting. We have, oh yeah, we have some cooking to do before all that meat spoils. Let's do that. And if I can get enough cores, if I can get like 5 cores tonight, I'm going to try to make a legendary dragon. That will be awesome. If it works. I hope it works. Double shot dragon. Fires 8 shots all at once. Come on, that would just kick butt. Poached angler. We got some Mirelurk meat. And that's that. Okay. Yeah, I think because of that different pacing and the different rules of storytelling, like most of my favorite, whether I'm watching TV or movies, like the last, I don't know how many times I went to a movie in the theater pre-COVID, it was anime. Tenki no To, Weathering with You. Oh gosh, what was the one before that? Oh, A Silent Voice, of course. Like maybe one of my favorite films of the last decade. Thank you. My daughter's just reminded me. We also saw Princess Mononoke's re-release in the theater. So one of the last family films we went to go see was anime. I guess I've gotten kind of burned out on the like what passes for standard storytelling in Hollywood. And like I said, it's not exactly that it doesn't work. There we go. Boy, that took a lot of water to. Yeah, let some meat go bad. Oh well, we'll dump that outside. It's not that it's bad. It's just that you gotta have some variety, you know. In writing circles, like online, meeting with other writers just out in the general community, whether it's on Twitter or in like feedback groups and that kind of thing, there are still a fair number of people who are like, I don't know, where's the action, or where's the tension, or where's the inciting event, where's the... And it's like, there isn't necessarily a really overt one, you know? Just let it build. Best anime movie. Oh, Princess Mononoke? Yeah, no, that is really outstanding film. I'm glad we went back and saw it. Like I saw it when my kids were really little and they weren't quite old enough to see it, and I kind of liked it. Oh boy, I just noticed that Fallout is choking for some reason, and there goes the server issues. Oh my gosh. We're gonna come back. Okay, let's see if the frame rate changes now that the server's back. It does. They've got a bug in this thing. It has nothing to do with the network. They just have a bug. The frame rate drops. You get server issues. It takes up a bunch of CPU, and then it goes back to normal. You know, the bugs where you can't finish an event are bad enough. Bugs that kind of ruin the game at a more fundamental level, like, come on. Get with it, folks. Alright, well, we'll give it a try. Okay, so I got my armor, I got my gear. Let's take a look at the daily challenges and mark up our list. See what we're going to do. Buy an item or sell an item. We'll go look for some stim packs, because I am in need of stim packs again. Collect caps.
One lucky man.
Complete a daily operation. We're never doing that. Complete an event. Kill a super mutant, gladly. And then we'll go back and go to social. Let's see what teams we have. Full join. We have a casual team. Kind of high level. But we'll try it. You've joined a team. So I joined the team because some of the perks that I get... Oh, what's going on down there? Let's go see if we can jump into that. A lot of people down there. So yeah, I tend to like stories that maybe they jump around. Maybe they tell things in non-linear form. They just... Look at all the people doing this one event.
The food processing machines at Mama Dolce's have finally cooled down enough to work again. I've set them up to make cans of stew using the ingredient containers spread around the factory. The machines make a hell of a racket.
Oh my gosh.
Get some unwanted guests.
Switch to shotgun shells. I heard one. Where is he? Where'd he go? Yeah, no, Princess Mononoke. If that's what you see as a one of the best anime movies, you have excellent taste. I agree. That is a really outstanding film. Nice. Whoop. I think I did see one out there, but I think he kind of burrowed in again. Hello. Oh, where was he? I'm missing out here. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? And am I actually part of this event? I'm not. Come on, activate it. There we go. Reset the fuse box. Why was it down there? Okay, there it is up on the wall. Feel slow and behind tonight. Pop. Beer? Zombie beer. Zombier? Oh, I'm alone again. That sucks. Oh, we'll see if anyone else joins. Wow. They're not even making it into the building. Now my phone's going nuts for some reason. Hello, where is it? That's the thing about having... Oh, hey, we got someone else. Who do we got? 300 level person. Which is okay. Like I said, I kind of like helping out lower level folks, but... there are high level folks who are good too. is the feral? Oh, there he is. Didn't even see it, darn it. Oi. Just aren't enough zombies to go around. Oh, wow, we got a lot of people all of a sudden. Now I'm the lowest level person on the team. Okay. Nice get up. Hello. What are we doing? Diagnose the mechanical issue. What is that snare sound? I got no idea what's going on. Another one coming in? Alright, cool. Cores? Did we get cores? We got caps. Item reward. Canned meat stew. Treasury note. Legendary tour. 1. That's going to take forever. But we got treasury notes too, so that's cool. Nice. I agree. Thumbs up. Okay. Now what? Snare drum again. I have no idea what that sound is. Clearly it's a gun, but it sounds an awful lot like a snare drum. Oh, yeah, let's go do that. More legendaries. Excuse me. I'm really curious. I'm a little put off by how fast. And we're done. Okay. Easiest event ever. No tours on that one. Yeah, it's not really a group one. They're mainly, from what I understand, they're trying to mainly give out cores for the group events. So, okie doke. See what else we got. So the group ones, I think, are going to be the ones with the exclamation point on them, which, you know, they can be okay. I'm gonna try this too, but I still don't have enough ammo to go down there. Breach and clear, yeah. So, and it's an event, but it's not a team event. But I'm not seeing any other team events on here right now. So, yeah. Let's try this anyway. Probably won't get any tours, but it will work. It will count towards some of the other goals. Yeah, and so now I'm looking at the frame rate. Frame rate's fine. We have a bunch of skipped frames in the backlog here because it was flaking out, but
location must be cleared before breach can occur.
where are we doing? Where is the event? Here's the thing. You tell it like, hey, go down there, join that event. It's like, okay, I will take you there and not join the event. Got it. It's like, no. Toggle active. That's right. We will toggle not active. All right. It's opposite day. Nope, don't do that. Go to... Now are we in there? Now we're in there. It is behind me. It is up this way. This way. What anime have I watched? Okay, well, let's see. I've been watching the anime for a while, so a bunch of the ones that I like are going to be older ones. Although, I mean, I've got a current list of stuff too. Why don't we start with, right now I am watching Demon Slayer. Still watching, have not seen the films, have not finished season 1 yet. Still watching it. I just finished Love is... What is it? Love is War? No, what is it? I think it is Love is War, but for some reason that name doesn't sound right. But it's kind of, it's just a cute, almost slapsticky sort of, thing. Let's see. Erased, I watched recently. It's really good.
Initiating breach procedure. All workers, please evacuate to a safe distance.
There's one called Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, which is it's a 1 season only so far from the last year, which again, I really, really enjoyed. This sounds so cliche to say it this way, but it really is. It's kind of a love letter to making anime. It's about this group of high school girls who... It's really interesting because it's set in the slight future where there are weather issues and part of Tokyo, or the part of the city they're in, is flooded. But that's not really the point of the story. Like, they don't focus a lot on, it's just the setting for the story. But it's a very cool setting. It's like they take a very sort of pattern I really like. Down-to-earth story, really interesting setting. But anyway, yeah, they form an anime club, and it's them kind of struggling against the school, who wants them to just join the anime club that already exists. It's all about watching anime. And they're like, no, we want to make it. So they have to start a club and kind of lie to the school a little bit. But it's really cool. I'm doing a terrible job describing it. It's funny. I like the art style. I love the director. The director is the guy who did a series a long time ago called Kaiba, which again, I have to be very careful talking about his mature themes. He did some other stuff that is maybe not for everyone. Really talented director, though. He also did, what's the one? Server not responding. Great. Was it Lulu by the Wall? Something like that? It's a sort of weird psychedelic take on Ponyo, but really, really different. It's this mermaid who gets legs when she hears music and wants to dance. And it's surreal and bizarre, but also a lot of fun. And the town is like super paranoid about mermaids and doesn't like them, and but yeah, same director. I'm also watching My Hero Academia and really enjoying it, which is not my usual kind of series, but I am like just straight up just loving that one. I can't get that one. That one will just have to wait. Hey, get off. Look at all the ore you get out of this one. All the stuff. And then we kill some more mole men. All at once. You get to share the bullets. And then going back, in no particular order, there is Haibane Renmei, which is an older one about, again, like a lot of anime, very difficult to describe. It's a sort of an alternate world where people wake up inside these eggs, and the people who already live there kind of help them out. And then they have to kind of figure out how to get by in this new world that they've kind of woken up within. Interesting kind of a, I guess you might call it a light fantasy storyline. It's by the guy who did the, it's another more classic series called Serial Experiments Lain, which is probably a better known thing that he did. It's another really good series. I'm dying. That's not. Get off of me, Bubba. Oh. Reloading. Get off. Get out of my face. Ooh, you're tougher than usual. Reload there again. I got a minute. Oh, I grabbed the missiles. I don't want the missiles. No one uses missiles. They're awful. What's my favorite thing about Fallout 76? Boy, that's a good question. A Junkie's short combat rifle. Yeah, we'll sell it. I guess we did it. And did the thing probably left, right? Yeah, it's gone. That's okay. I got some of the stuff out of it. You know, that's not actually very easy to answer. I have to really think about that one for a while. It's like no one isolated thing. It's sort of the system they've put together. It is the closest thing to sort of the ideal version of a game I would want to play. It's still quite a ways off. But my ideal game would be not in a post-apocalyptic. I guess it could be post-apocalyptic. But I want it to be more in a city sort of a setting. Not really this, you know, rural sprawl sort of a thing that they do. I like the crafting, though I would love a crafting system that wasn't so open, that wasn't so obvious about how you do things. Like, I want a crafting system where your characters actually have to do, like, research science and stuff, where you have things like ballistics labs that you have to set up to try different combinations of things to make ammo. Ammo? That's okay. You have to try different combinations of ingredients and techniques to make better ammo, and it may or may not work. And what you end up having to do is set up a ballistics lab where you measure certain properties of the ammo. Or you can, like, you don't have to. You could also just make something, take it out into the field, and see if it either works better, works worse, or even blows up in the gun and, you know, takes off a limb or something. But very complex, or very sort of, you know, much more research-based research systems in the game. So whether it's you're developing different weapons, different ammo, more roles in the game, more different skills. They have steered Fallout 76. All the Fallout games, you can kind of be everything. They almost encourage you to be lots of different things all at once. Oh, this one's... Is anyone else doing that? I'm not trying to do that one alone. That one does not work alone. Back on the Beat is a solo one. That's a solo one. Really? That's the only group one we got right now? Yeah, like I said, I will not do that one on my own. I've tried. It is rough. Yeah, all these like indie events. Let's go kill some super mutants. It's the next best thing, I think. And where do we want to kill them? Let's wander through downtown. Yeah, we'll start at the medical center and go from there. Let's see. I would love a game like Fallout 76 that had more consequences, like more long-term consequences. Something where you could engage with other players and, you know, risk killing one another, but where there were much more severe consequences for doing so. Higher stakes. Like if you had a system that allowed permadeath, but also had a good system for holding players accountable for doing that sort of thing. Get off. There we go. That would be pretty cool. Being able to have a permanent effect on the landscape would also be good. Much more nuanced and open economic systems. Oh, so what I was talking about, the where it encourages you to be many different things. What I'm getting at there is that it'd be nice if you had to actually specialize your character, where it took tons of time and effort and research to specialize in one particular aspect of the game with that character. And if moving from that role to another one wasn't a matter of like you do here, where you just get an appliance and plug yourself in and now you're different. The reason being is that if you have to choose between what role you want to play and you have to invest in it. Oh, he got tired. It's more interesting in the game in terms of you're not even there. Oh, yes you are. Not anymore though. Anyway, it's good to have forced, sort of like mandatory trade-offs like that. Because then it also encourages you to, it encourages more collaborative systems. So if you have people who specialize in a lot of different roles, like let's say that my role is like an ammo smith or something like that. I don't make guns, but I make certain kinds of ammo there, and I've done tons of research and I know how to do it. And other people can't just walk up, get the formula, and make the same ammo. They have to come to me to buy it. Or they have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours investing in being an ammo smith. I love that idea in a game. I would love to have something where you had to create actual communities, where people started to form more like real communities online because they are able to help one another out. Because no one person can actually be a complete whole system unto themselves. They naturally depend on other people to fill the gaps that they can't provide. So you get much more collaborative communities. I think that would be awesome. I think that I'd love to play a game like that. So I guess really what it comes down to, I think, to your original question, what I like most about 76 really is the setting. I like there's so few games that do this kind of post-apocalyptic thing. And while I still think they over-junked it up, like it's still a little too trashy for my taste. You know, not everything has to look like garbage all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, let's slowly clean the place up over time. I still like the vibe. I like the post-apocalyptic, sort of like 50s post-war boom era sort of feeling that they have for the game. I'm going to die if I don't focus here. I have to reload. Thank you for your patience. Why is it... Okay, it does a lot of damage, and then it does not. There we go. And that should count towards some of the goals. Collect taps. That is that. There was a game called The Tomorrow Children on the PlayStation that really got panned by the critics. If you've heard my other streams, I go on and on and on. Like, my most popular video of all time, easily... Oh, hey, cool, someone bought something. Nice. My most popular video, easily, is one I did where I recorded the last, say, half an hour to 45 minutes ever of the game, The Tomorrow Children, the night that they shut down the servers. And you get people coming in on that video and leaving comments where there's so much sentimentality about that game. The people who liked it just absolutely loved it. It was such an unconventional game, though, that a lot of critics just, I think, did a really lousy job of being critics. Really, really hammered it. Discouraged people from playing it for really stupid reasons. But anyway, the point is that that game had a really good system where the players... It was a combination of the game auto-detecting bad behavior in the game, like people who were maybe destroying buildings or doing bad things in town. It could tell who was doing that, but it wouldn't punish the person right away. If someone was doing something like that, other players could lay a little trap on the ground and put them in jail for a while. And you would actually see where people were being jerks, and then someone would trap them in a little prison, and all the players would come up and like shame them for a while. You couldn't actually talk. The game didn't have like a microphone where you could talk to other players. Everything was through gestures only. But it worked. It worked really well. Like, you still got griefers in there. Still got people who would unnecessarily mess with you. Any game is going to, any multiplayer game is going to have that. But they had a great system for dealing with it. So something like that, where like in this game, you can get marked as wanted, and then players can hunt you down. It's a really similar thing, but I think they need to tweak it just a little bit. Like again, I would rather have your character's lifespan be something that you're more protective of in a game. So it alters your behavior for the better. It makes you a little bit more cautious about being a jerk. Because you can either... People will just straight up take you out, or you can end up in prison for a while. You slow yourself down. There were no super mutants here. I was really expecting to find some. We'll head back the other way and see if we find them. So there are almost always super mutants around here somewhere. Yeah, there's that town kind of out in the middle of the old riverbed. Yeah. I don't feel any need to go fight the behemoth, actually. I've killed the behemoth before. Yeah, I'm doing the Grafton Monsters. There are 2 of them here. Is it? I thought I got... okay. Okay. I didn't notice that. I will. Let's see. Kill a super mutant, complete an advantage, kill a legendary, kill a huge creature. Yeah, 2 out of 5. So, yep, that lines up. Oh, can we now go find a stupid behemoth? Yeah, I don't wanna. But I don't wanna. Wah. Stupid Mirelurk queens. Go swim in the sewage. Is this another one of those days where they put a price on some kind of enemy's head and suddenly they all vanish because everyone's killing them? Let's just fast travel up to the airport because I'm not seeing anyone here. We can't fast travel to the airport. This is like as fast as we can go getting to the airport. I thought it would be kind of cool too in a game to have a role like, you know, have people who are medics, but their knowledge of human anatomy also gives them an offensive advantage, where they're kind of like martial medics, you know, so they're doctors you don't want to mess with. It sounds like a weird idea maybe, but I like the idea. I like the idea that you can you know, normally what happens if you're the healer in something, you're kind of weak offensively, and I don't think there's any reason for that. I think it would change the kinds of attacks that you use, but it shouldn't make you a weaker character. But yeah, so you know, like we were talking about the other night, when I was thinking about that, oh, maybe I want to make games, and everything I wanted to make was way out of scope, way too big for me to take on my own. One of them was the idea that sort of the working name for the thing was Bastion. Was it Bastion? No, it wasn't Bastion. Stronghold. Stronghold. And the idea behind Stronghold was that it's again, it's post-apocalyptic future in you know, ruins, and different factions of these players that you encourage to band together because they develop different I don't want to do that. Never mind. I thought that was something else. Where they band together, they all have to find and maintain a stronghold, like a fortress that's kind of like a small town, that where they can build up different facilities for providing basic needs, doing research, that each one can actually be different and has to be a communal sort of a thing. The players have to work on it together. But then every once in a while, you get a sort of a siege mode in the game where you have to defend your stronghold against whatever it is out in the wilds that now and then will gather together and come and attack you. So if you're being really disorganized and you're not getting your research done and you're not able to function as a group of people, whenever there's a siege, whenever there's, you know, you have to go into defense mode in the stronghold, you're going to get wiped out. And when you get wiped out, you're homeless. You actually have to go find another stronghold and try to sell yourself to, you know, either you have to find an empty one or you have to find one that you can join and prove that you can contribute something to their community. Whole different model for a game. I've never seen anything like that, and I would love to see that. So I've been looking for something like that. They're even like, I would be totally content to play a game that was primarily like ordinary life. Like you get an apartment in the city. Picture it with simple graphics, not like realistic 3D stuff, but you know, 3D graphics, but maybe kind of like a more stylized art form. You know what I mean? So simplified. Maybe, you know, people have done all sorts of things like that, you know, anime-esque sort of stuff. But it's a similar sort of a scheme where it's about, you know, finding different skills where you can that same sort of model where it doesn't have to be a combat setting. You could have a thing where you have to build up and maintain a society and meet basic needs and all that, and it requires communal effort. Thulsa Boom just joined the team. Thulsa Boom. Nice. Man, we're not finding any super mutants today. What the heck? Let's go look. Where's he? Where's the... Nope, not Charleston. Where's that place? Oh, it's up here. That's right. New Dad. That's what it is. Let's go there. But yeah, you could kind of you could take that model of things where you're kind of driven around the idea of specialization, group dynamics, a more complex economy. Look at that up there. I don't have like a sniper rifle or anything. Or I might try that. I think you could put that in a lot of different settings. You could make something really fun and engaging and community oriented and lasting. But I don't have time. So I keep hoping that someone else does it.
So, what is it?
And they keep cranking out the same kind of games over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Gets old. Splurch.
Here, human.
Hello.
I got a treat for you.
Is it a kidney? Oh, there he is. One in each knee, one in the head, one in the shoulder, one in the... Oh! Was it just me? Or did his limbs like go akimbo there as he blew up? Like he like... You know there's that like when babies are scared and they stick out their arms and legs in all directions? That's the name for that reaction. The way I'm describing it sounds terrible. It sounds like someone being really mean to babies. Anyway, that looked funny. I'm easily entertained sometimes. It's actually one of the nice things about having that, the thing that makes them explode. It's actually a lot easier to pick up their stuff because you're almost guaranteed to have at least one of their body parts land near you. Worst thing, you take someone out, maybe they have something you need, maybe they don't, you don't know, but now they're stuck up on top of a building. So now what do? You gotta figure out how to get up there. Where's he thumping around? I can hear him. Are you down here? Well, there you are. One for you, one for you. Back and forth. Take turns. Whoop, you're done. Okay, just you now. Fusion cells, loose screws. Good stuff. Floating, yeah, those are okay. The grenades, I just kind of collect. Ooh. I just kind of collect up over time. And whatever grenades I have the most of, those are the ones I use for right now. Like, I don't have any preference for one kind of grenade or another. I mean, some of them obviously do a lot more damage. That is nice. But you can kind of make any of them work, typically. What you don't want, though, is to go out with it, you know, like you find out you're carrying like 3 grenades, you're in a fight, you throw 3 of them, and suddenly you're out. You gotta go in and switch. That's no fun. So use whatever you have the most of. At least that's what I do. Whee! Splorsh. Oh, thought that was deeper. Anyone down here? Nope. What's my favorite game? I will try to think of one. I struggle with favorites because I like things like, you know, like there are lots of reasons I like this one. But it has limits. There are many reasons I like Mirror's Edge Catalyst and the original Mirror's Edge game, but they also have problems and limits. All-time favorites are probably going to be something like Ito or Shadow of the Colossus. Last of Us is probably pretty high up there. BioShock 2, and BioShock is not my usual, like, I actually kind of avoided it for a while. It did not look like the sort of thing I would enjoy. And I ended up really, really liking it because you talked about liking cerebral. BioShock combined the, like, you know, guns and explosions and that kind of thing with really deep philosophy really well, and made the philosophy pretty accessible to people who, you know, weren't necessarily familiar with the ideas it was talking about. Like, I don't even agree with the philosophy of the guy who made the game. I'm not a fan of objectivism, Ayn Rand. Uh-oh. I have no... I'm dead. They're gonna kill me. Ah, they killed me. Oh, it's so embarrassing to get killed by super mutants. Favorite power armor? The Ultrasight works. Like, I'm not, you know, in this game especially, not a huge fan of the power armor stuff. Let's see. So, what we're doing immediately after this is we're going to go and we're going to buy some stim packs somewhere. That's my old camp. I miss that place. I wish I hadn't taken it down. If I had waited just a little bit longer, I would have been able to keep it as a spare. So that sucks. So how about you? You tell me some of yours. What are your favorite games? Let's see. Oh, I have the dragon with me still. Okay, maybe we'll try that in a minute. Okay, food and drink. Let's go ahead and we'll have some beer. And some cram. And some honey. That's a good meal. Less damage from robots. Not really going to help right now. What about... Do I have any stim packs at all? I've got 4 diluted stim packs. Oi. T60. Okay. So why is T60 your favorite power armor? Is it the look of it? Is it like what sets it apart for you?
So weak.
Always glad to find more fusion cells now. Where'd you go, sir? It looks nice. Yep, that's cool. That's creepy looking. Right in the butt. What is that? Oh, it's a guy in a chair. Yeah, I'm actually... So next armor I want to look at in this game is actually getting the Secret Service armor. I'm looking forward to being able to use a jetpack without having to wear power armor. That should be kind of fun. Hopefully it behaves kind of the same way. Like it has the same sort of duration and lift. Splat. Cryogenic grenade. Nice.
Years play tricks on me again.
And we'll take the elbow wrench. Do you have a favorite game? Now, like I said, picking favorites is really hard for me just because I like so many different things for so many different reasons. Instead of like picking favorites, I think of the ones like the games that had the most profound impact on me. The ones that I remember playing the most. Like BioShock was a good example where I had kind of like just was convinced I wouldn't like it. Didn't look at it for a very long time. And then I think BioShock 2 was free for PlayStation Plus, so I downloaded it just for kicks. I had some time. I think I was on break over the holidays or something. Ended up playing through it and was like staying... Oh, I am so stuck. Oh, golly, you guys. Staying up till 4 or 5 in the morning playing the game and just like pulling the recliner all the way up in front of the TV so that I could like plug in the headphones and see all the details better. It was outstanding. It was really, really cool. Right now, Fallout 4, cool. Yeah, let me know how your progress is going. Well, let's see. Ito had that effect. Still love the soundtrack to that game. Still listen to it, actually. It's mixed into my playlist here and there. Shadow of the Colossus, same thing. Really, really amazing game. Shadow of the Colossus prompted more like wanting to just keep going and exploring the world past the end of the game more than any other game I've ever played. Like I really want to know the lore in the game. And the mixed feelings it gives you, you know, where you're like, cool, we're going to go out and fight these giant things and it'll be awesome. And then you kill the first one and this sad music plays and you immediately get the sense like, uh-oh, what's going on? Like, am I the bad guy here? am I doing something wrong? So it's not like a very straightforward, linear sort of good guy, bad guy world, you know? There's weird shades of gray, and you aren't sure of whether what you're doing, what you're kind of compelled to do through the whole game is really a good idea or not. You absolutely get the sense that when you take down each Colossus, that you are destroying something ancient and unique. You know, like... You begin thinking, or at least I did, pretty quickly, like, I figure I'm going to get to the end of this game and realize I probably should not have done this. There's a good one. Definitely worth playing if you can pick up an old PlayStation or something. Although I'll warn you that the worst thing about the game, I think everyone will agree, is the camera. The camera is your enemy throughout the whole game. You don't have a lot of control over where it goes, and it can take what is already a really tense situation, a really tense puzzle, and make it 10 times worse sometimes. It's really unfortunate. Oh, yeah, let's go do that one. Oops. That's the wrong button. There are some other people there. I will probably still die. This will not go well, but, you know, give it a try. And it's a group event. Participation trophy. Should be able to get some cores out of it. Can't move. Well, now I can move. Now that I'm getting punched. Get away. This is different than what I was expecting, though. This looks different than before. Still, we'll give it a try.
Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises.
Wow. Wow, really? Don't get in the way. Come on. Cool. All right. There's our aristocrat short Gamadan. It's another new category. Have you heard of those? April? Have you heard of the aristocrat weapons? Okay, yeah. She's heard of everything. I'm not going to surprise her with anything. They increase damage as your caps increase?
Uranium volume extracted and processed.
Yeah, right?
Output quantity increased.
Problem is, it's a Gamadan, so that's not awesome. Way back when, I really liked Myst and Riven. Riven is still one of my favorite games of all time because same sort of thing. I just lost myself in that game for a while, and it was amazing. Probably one of the hardest puzzle games I've ever played. Some of the challenges they give you in that game are just nuts. But rewarding. Definitely fun. Always wished that they would do a real-time, like 3D version, first-person version of Myst, or rather of Riven. They did one of Myst, of course. And I was just flummoxed to find out that they don't have the original graphics assets for the game. Like the 3D models that they used to render it, they lost. They were apparently on some computer. They got rid of the computer or it died, and they just lost everything. They had no backups. And I'm sorry, but that's just nuts. Like, that is such an awful rookie move on their part.
Extraction complete.
Cool. Okay.
Extractors must complete
Hey, we got the
extraction
that
process
thing, that
before continuing operation.
that armor station or whatever it is. Yeah, nuclear waste, impact, right away, purified 40 millimeter grenade round. They did not list cores, but I'm trusting there was one in there. They had a ... They had an ellipsis. So let's see. How do I even... Can you see your cores? Are they like in miscellaneous or... Like I can see them when I'm at a bench. That's interesting. Gatling gun, extra large magazine. Might just sell that one off. Alright. Since we're so low on Stimpaks, that is still the primary objective here. Let's go and oh, let's see if we can find someone selling some. There's a camp. Stimpaks 45. That's my guy. Let's go talk to them. I'm over encumbered though, and so I won't. I will go and scrap my stuff. And then we will travel. There's a workbench here, right? Come on, look at this place. It's a mine. Telling me they have no tools, no workbenches? It may be that they have no tools or workbenches, and this is why the mine is now closed. Aside from the evil, deformed, mutated people running around inside. Exit. Workbench on the way out? Yeah? Yes! That was kind of kidding, but there it is. Scrap that. We go to weapons. Let's not scrap the dragon. We're going to scrap the Gauss rifle. Oh, cool. There. That's an example of what I was talking about yesterday. So we got a line shielded something or other by strapping one. So minigun, we strapped that. We get nothing. Heavy metal right leg. Nothing. Sturdy metal left leg. Nothing. That's okay. Everything else is done. Am I unencumbered now? Pardon you. Leave you alone with that, whatever you're doing. And now, yeah, 2 points under. Now I can travel. And that's not the one I was looking at before. And they don't have much of anything. This is the one I was looking at. There, yes, that. Click. Fire Orchid. That's a cool name. So Mist and Riven. Trying to go backwards in time. The Nintendo era. Nintendo 64. So we never actually owned a Nintendo 64. I used to occasionally rent one from the Blockbuster or the video place, video store. And I can't remember which Star Wars game it was that came out on that. That was mind-altering. That was like being able to play Star Wars and pilot the snow speeders and actually do the scene from The Empire Strikes Back where you tangle up the AT-ST's legs and you just relive that scene, and it's John Williams orchestral music playing. It was just flippin' awesome. For a Star Wars generation kid, someone who was like, a kid when the first movies came out and got to see them in the theater and then being able to play that, nothing like that. That was really, really cool. In Fallout 4, did I play Survival? I did after I finished it at least once. What I did was I played the game kind of on regular mode, got used to it, and then going back and playing on Survival was like renewing the game. Like it's a whole new set of challenges, and it was like, oh, cool! Like I can play through the whole thing again, and it'll be tougher. This will alter how I play. So yeah, I found it was because I didn't play it through like that the first time. It was a really good way to kind of refresh the game and put some new life into it. Hello. This is not like a pet or anything, is it? Am I killing someone's pet? Why is he in? I thought this was a camp. Is this not a camp? This is not a camp. I am in the wrong spot. I wasn't even thinking about it. He killed me with a single hit. It's an area that I don't go too much, so I'm like, well, this is kind of interesting. It looked like a camp to me. I'm being laughed at now. Oh, man. There we go. It's the Appalachian Antiques down near Watauga. It's a level 100 glowing one who just clubbed me and took me out. The jerk. I really don't have anything that's going to work very well against him. Yeah, if you're really comfortable with these kinds of games, and you need a little more challenge, then going straight to survival mode might be a thing. If you're still kind of learning the game and you want to learn it in a more relaxed way, and you don't want to have to worry about everything all the time, then I would say probably don't play in survival. Like, give yourself a little room to grow. Bam! And run. Nope, he got me anyway. Oh, dang it. Creepy old guy, leave me alone. Grumpy old man. Holy cow, though, I've got to do something about my armor. This sucks. understandably, like I am blown away just how bad my armor is now. I think my armor's always been bad. I think that previously I had high enough endurance that it didn't matter that much. Whoops, not there again. Yeah, it just didn't matter a whole lot. And now that I do not have that, I'm realizing the error of my ways, and I need to focus on getting some much, much better armor. Let me sneak out here and get my stuff. So there's a little bit of imbalance in the games. So why is he so tough? Basically, that's just ghouls are like that. They get damage for they do radiation damage and like regular. I'm not sure exactly what you call it. And we jump off the roof, and he hits us like a baseball as we go off the roof. He's going to try to come down here. He's trying to figure out, like, wait, how do I get down? You rotten kid, get off of my lawn. And I hit reload. Why did I not reload the gun? Few things, and now there's a Scorch Beast, because my day wasn't busy enough. Ha! You creepy old guy. Come on. Come on down. Come on, tough guy. Don't actually come down. It was just a taunt. You're just supposed to get angry and stay there. Oh, he can't actually see me. I'm getting sneak damage. Brilliant. One more. There we go. Boy, he was nasty, though. Let's see if he had anything good. Yeah, so there are certain things in the game, like I was talking about yesterday. Bears are one of them where they are just overpowered. I think it was one of the Fallout Reddits where I was reading about how you'll have characters who are like taking on the Scorch Beast Queen, and there can be monsters everywhere because the Scorch Beast Queen will drop new, like, additional scorched monsters on you as you're fighting her. And they'll be like, no bait, no bait. They're running around, they're shooting at her. And then you'll hear someone yell, bear! Because bears are like a much worse threat than the Scorched Beast Queen. You know? So bears are one of them. Mirelurk Kings are another one that are fast and do a lot of damage and are super, super hard to take down. And I don't think it's necessarily like... I've tried all sorts of different weapons on them. None of them work very well. They're just overpowered. They have a couple enemies in the game that are just ridiculously strong. And so there have been a few cases where, like the Major Gutsies, the military robots, they are also really strong. But there are things that you can do to actually take them down a little better. They have weak spots on their anatomy. You shoot their little jet that's levitating them, and that's kind of a vulnerable spot on them. Whereas the ghouls and the bears and the Mirelurk Kings are just nasty. What you chuckling at? Huh? Oh, you're watching a show. I thought you were still playing the game. Going well. I don't know if I've heard that one. We'll go ahead and take a listen.
Things are going well. Those Watogan Society ladies are falling over themselves to buy my merchandise. I've had to resort to distressing things myself. Seems to be working. I want to be able to move to Watoga myself soon enough. This continues.
Not a lot of info there. Okay. Not much going on there. Alright, so where's the actual camp that I came down here for? Is it still here, even? It is. Can I fast travel there? And I probably did, and then didn't pay attention and wandered off the other direction, because I do that all the time. Especially if I'm gabbing, blathering on. Blah, 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 finds himself lost in the woods.
I don't want to have my own place. What a headache that would be.
Uh-huh. Okay. Bird. Oh, can we try this? We're gonna take a shower. Fully clothed, because I don't know this person, but, you know. Clean off the armor anyway. Waiting to see if I get some kind of bonus. Nice. That's cool. I like it. Nice personal touch. That's kind of interesting looking. Where did they get those? And I haven't seen the vending machine, but maybe I don't know what I'm looking for. I like their place. Nice design. Typewriter. Always good to see. Every other things we can scrap, we do. Oh, the pre-war money. That's right. Good. Okay. Anything up here? Hello. Not awkward at all. Well, I wonder, so I guess they also, the vending machines now can also look like cash registers. I forgot about that, so maybe I missed one somewhere around here. Oh, that's interesting looking. Yeah, I don't remember seeing this much traffic on a single team. People coming and going, joining and leaving. Okay, we got a protective wall there. There it is. I could have looked. Boy, I'm glad I remembered that. And there's nothing in it. Oh, okay. I'm like, come on. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. We're gonna buy all of them. Anything else? Yeah, that's pretty much all we need. Hello. Let's make sure they're favorited in there. Where am I going? Go to aid. Oh yeah, they're automatically favorited. Good. Okay, stim packs taken care of. What do we gotta do? We gotta level up. And leveling up is actually the last major thing for the day. Okay. And then it's going around hunting for different huge creatures. Do you have to kill a sloth? It's okay. Yeah, I hope you don't have to kill a sloth. I've avoided killing the sloths in the game because sloths are awesome. Who wants to kill one? Yes, they're giant and deadly and stuff, but they basically leave you alone if you leave them alone. I've never been like... I've been very close to one. I mean, I was invisible at the time. I've been very close to one, and it did not sniff me out and try to kill me. Like so many things in the game will. They're cute. I want to kill them. Alright, well, leveling up. How close are we, I guess? Still gotta go get more lead. The lead thing is killing me too here. Let's try and have some canned meat stew. Oh, gain experience too. That'll help. That's perfect. Good. We'll have some perfect bubble gum. We have a 600 level person on the team. Interesting. An overeater's torso. It's fat guy armor. Nice. I don't mean that in a disparaging way. I am a fat guy. I'm just saying it's kind of funny that that's a thing. Last round in a magazine has a 25% chance to deal 2 times damage, and can you inspect that? Yeah, inspect. Yeah, damage increases as caps increases. That's bad grammar. That's fun. I kind of like that. Geez, what else was I doing here? Oh, right. Let's go to aid and look at lunchboxes. See what we get. Finger trap. What does finger trap do? I don't know that one either. Finger trap. Damage versus super mutants plus 5% damage versus ghouls. Wish I had had that one earlier. Would have helped against the old guy. Oh, apparently apparently I offended him. I don't know. Maybe he really did not want a lunchbox effect. Some people are like that. Some people don't like them.
Gotta keep up my rating.
Yeah, weird team vibe tonight. It's been really good the last nights. Now it's like people join, they leave. People join, they leave. People join, they leave. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the difference. Let me see if there are any other teams that are doing casual. That's full. Full. That's an events one. Yeah, let's join the one that has the lower level folks. See how they do. And if they boot me off or you know, if they both leave, then I'll know, like, I need to go put on some deodorant or something, because apparently I'm stinking out the joint. Been 2 or 3 days since I saw any lead here, so hopefully we're going to see some. And I actually have stuff I have to carry back all the way, so I can't just jump off the ledge today, unfortunately. Fun as that is. I mean, I guess I could come back and just get it, but we'll see. Still no lead. Boy, how long does it take to replenish? That's nuts. Give me some lead. I got to make some ammo. Zoom out a little bit. Let's go to... No, not the Rusty Pig and all that. There we go, Charleston Fire Department. See what they've got. You see, I knew you'd say I was waiting for the jump. Oh, there's my recreation of the Red Room from Twin Peaks, which was also really cool, and I kind of regret getting rid of. I like that. If I jumped off of there today, I'd have to just fast travel back just to pick up my loot. You know, I kind of like the Red Room. I might try to recreate that when I do the shelter, when I finally build the extension onto 10-Ton Town. Killing me here. Nothing, really? You gotta help me out here. I can't go around for a week without firing any ammo. You know, that would actually be really, really nice if in a future release, patrol duty, huh? If in a future release they make it so that you can recycle ammo, you can actually extract some of the lead from it. That would be brilliant. And there's no reason you shouldn't be able to do that. Like, it should be lossy. You shouldn't get the same amount of lead back as you needed in order to build it. But if I go around and collect, say, oh, I don't know, 8,038 shells that I can't use in any guns because I don't use pipe pistols anymore, it would be really awesome if I could turn that into lead.
Where are my guards? I got another patrol ready to make the rounds. All guards are urgently needed in my office.
So boring.
We'll try to keep it boring today. I really gotta learn to conserve ammo and my armor, honestly. I gotta focus for a little bit just on collecting resources, not getting into every single fight that comes along. May actually have to skedaddle and just take off from a couple of them because again, no lead. No lead at all. What the heck? If I can't find any lead at all, I cannot make any new ammo. Sure, we'll take the new... No, I don't want the hand. Stimpack is good. Where'd the... There it is. Take that too. Alright, see you in a minute. Liam, what are you doing? Go on. Liam is one of my cats. For some reason tonight, he's like, I will hang out with you while you play games. He never does that. Like, no, I don't think you will. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Where was I going? Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Basically, I'll check a couple more sites for lead. If I can't find anything, then it's probably gonna be like I'll pick a few very select battles, try to level up a little bit, and then call it a night. Just because there isn't a lot else I can do without lead. Without ammo. I guess I probably need to figure out some alternate guns. If you're running out of ammo in these games, it's probably a pretty good sign that you need to diversify your weapons a bit. I guess that's usually true. In this case, it's a little different because the one exception to that is with the ultraside ammo.
Security system Alpha. Stand by for security inspection.
And the reason that ends up being different is that you can't swap out a lot of different guns for ultraside ammo. So I have a particular gun that is really essential, especially right now with my armor being such garbage. Nope, no lead. Blast it all. Fine. Alright, that's annoying. Like, over the course of 3 days, it should probably replenish a little bit. Let's go do Radiation Rumble and die over and over again. Only reason I'm doing this is, again, it's a group event. I will get cores, and I don't have to engage in the worst parts of the battle to get the benefits of it. I can kind of hang around the perimeter and get some points. Stick to the Tesla gun. The ammo for the Tesla rifle is still pretty cheap and pretty abundant. If you leave, you won't receive a reward. Yeah, I know. Let me move. Lots of people here too, so that's good. However, look at all the ghouls. This is doing nothing to him. Thank you, sir. Okay, we're not going to use that one because that one sucks against ghouls. Wow, what the heck? I even got that lunchbox where supposedly I'm doing more damage. Hello, sir. I have to keep this pattern up where I kind of hide a little bit, let them come out and go down the hallway, and then hit them from behind. Whoops, sorry. Oh! Well, if someone actually kills me in this, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. There we go. A lot of the time, if it says you're under attack in one of these events, it's not someone actually attacking you. You're just in the crossfire for whatever the heck is going on. So you want to be really, really careful with that. Pre-war money. Let's go see if we can find any other pre-war money down here. But yeah, at this point, I'm honestly starting to miss my old build. I did not have these kinds of issues before. I think it might make sense to focus just a little bit more on lots of pre-war money. That's cool. Excellent. Look at all that.
Starting to reach Appalachia now. It's good for people and for business.
Yeah, we need to focus on the armor a little bit. So I think we'll go visit the store where you get the civil service, the Secret Service, civil service armor. It's like a mailman outfit. Yeah, we'll go look and see about the Secret Service armor and see what kind of benefits we can get from that, and then come up with a little bit more concrete plan to get some, because if I'm going to keep this loadout, all the points on luck and charisma, I'm gonna need something else to help me survive. I'm feeling pretty useless right now. Not fun. Huh, not as much as I was hoping. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go back and see how we're doing in terms of the legendary cores. See if we're getting any closer.
Typical materialism. Rating is insufficient. Pilot.
Oh, don't drop off. Come on.
Work harder, comrade.
Anything to repair? Nothing to repair, according to that. Which is good. Nice wind chime. Seems really peaceful here now. Welcome back. Let's see what we've got in terms of legendary dwarves. And gunsmith is probably the one we want. Oh, that's part of the problem. That's what else has been going on today. I accidentally... Oh, I hate it when I do that. I had one of the wrong perks on, so I was losing some of my damage bonuses. Drat. Okay, well, good to know. Let's see. Modify repair. Let's go to the dragon. And yeah, we have enough cores that we can do a 3-star legendary mod. Very curious to see how this goes. I actually want my wife to see this. So, have you ever tried to mod a dragon? April. Have you ever tried to mod a dragon? The legendary mod? So I'm gonna take it for a spin and we'll see what we get. I'm gonna do a 3-star. Yep, here we go. Rolling the dice. Make. Oh, nice. Actually, that turned out like not super ideal, but way better than I thought it would have. Honestly. Plus 50% damage to super mutants. A mutant slayer dragon. VATS critical hits do plus 50% damage. And a 15% faster reload. So for the dragon, faster reload, that was awesome. I'm pretty darn happy with that. That is really cool. Okay. Now we go take that for a spin. I'm like running into the wall. I'm so excited. Cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still like a specialist weapon. It's not gonna be like, oh, my new thing. But it should be fun. And I mean, something that does extra damage to super mutants, who I hate. Can't ask for more than that. Wait, it could, but you'll probably be disappointed. Nope, I got nothing to cook. Yeah, we'll just see how it does. So, like I said, it normally does. I mean, let's take a look. What, 400? Nearly 400 damage? So this is a mutant Slayers the Dragon. Yeah, normally does 349, so that will do an extra 175 damage to super mutants. And the faster reload.
This unit has been assigned with the task of spreading the power of the Latteria.
Actually, before I do anything else, let me go see if anything else needs repair. We'll check real quick, and then if it does, then I'll swap out my stuff. I haven't been using that. In fact, I should probably just put this thing away for a while, so I'm not carrying it around. That one's doing fine. We'll sell that. Yeah, that could use a repair. We'll go ahead and swap it out. Swap out our perks and take care of that. Get rid of gunsmith. Put on weapon artisan. Go back here. Modify repair. T. Workbench repair. Good shape now. Is that one repairable? It is not. Do I not have enough? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Two-shot Tesla's doing fine, and that one we don't really use. And yeah, let's go stash some of the guns that I'm not using, because I'm carrying around some pretty heavy artillery and not using it. So, like, that one we'll put in the machine. Cryogenic grenades, yeah, we'll make that the new thing. We'll put away the floater grenades. That we're keeping. That we're putting in the machine. That we're keeping. This has, like, no ammo right now. Yeah, I've got 46. That's nothing. So put that one away for right now. Two-shot Tesla rifle we're using a lot of. I've got plenty of ammo for that. Good. Vampire surprise, yada yada. We have some. I'm going to keep that one around as sort of a odd stim pack, just in case I need to heal. I can like lay into something with a gun and get some health back. Where's the oh, the final word. There we go. That one I'm going to put away for a while. So now I'm carrying 218 out of 295, so that's better. And I will be right back. I gotta take an intermission for just a quick break and get something to drink and that. So I'm just not shutting down the stream. We'll just put it on intermission, and I'll see you in a minute. I just realized I forgot to put the music on before I left. Oh well. Alright, make sure the mic is on. Good. I just forgot to put music on when I left, so it's like sound of wind and communist robots. Let's see. Well, there's a group one. Actually, this one doesn't take a ton of ammo. We're going to do this. Get more of those cores. This is a good one to do.
Gather now, faithful followers of the most wise and beneficent Mothman.
This is a weird one. You like go around killing fireflies and extracting their juice that you then have to carry up to the lighthouse.
Let our beacon pierce the darkness
Yeah, yeah.
and summon forth his divine
And you kill giant frogs also.
commune with him and partake of his
And the occasional zombie. Is it all zombies today? There's a firefly. Whoop. There we go. You have to get like 50 of these things. It's actually kind of tough to do on your own. I hope someone else comes along, frankly. Why are they not dying? That's nuts. Oh, stay away. Speaking of giant frogs. You're dead. Oh. I didn't know that the frogs could also have the bioluminescent fluid. Die. This is a very powerful shotgun. You should be dying faster. I'm weak tonight. There we go. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? I got one. Where'd it land? There we go. Jeez. Doesn't help when they explode, because then they're kind of hard to find. Frog. Yeah, that I think is a new thing. The frogs did not used to have the bioluminescent fluid, which is nice, because then maybe you can do this one on your own. Whoops, that's not what I want. That's the wrong part. But yeah, it takes a lot of work to get all this. If no one else comes along, I'm not likely... Where is he? I heard him. That's weird. Where is he? Not likely to be able to finish it myself. You just can't work fast enough. Maybe some people can. I can't. Where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, so, ooh, looks like he's swelling up. Alright, where'd he land? He's gone. We're about to level up too. Cool. And I'm not showing that, I'm not tracking this one again. That is a really annoying thing that they don't automatically enable that when you join the event. So I've got 11.5 minutes to get 50. Got a fair number so far. I'm not sure exactly how many I have. Where'd you go? There we go. Get off. You dead yet? You're not dead yet. You're still moving. You were sitting really still for a minute. Okay. You're sitting there waiting for me to shoot you. 10:27. We're doing okay. We may actually do this. Hear another frog. That'll help. Where are you, buddy? Nope, not you. Not you. Where's the... You, that's gross. There you are. Come here. Turns out you have more bioluminescent fluid than the fireflies do for some reason. Like I said, I think that's new. Bits everywhere. Check and see how many I have. That's not the right button. There we go. And is that under aid? $36. Okay, so we got 14 more. Gone. Like, never actually had that be a bad effect to have, but this is the exception. At least you're in the house, right? There we go. Good. Really don't need them exploding all the time. Come on, any more frogs? Heck, any more fireflies at this rate. Help me out here. Why are you not dying? Good night. High level firefly. They're a frog. Rad toad, sorry. Wrong name. Leveled up. Cool. And we got some cards we can cash in. Stop exploding. I didn't see where the other one landed either. Darn it. How are we doing? 736. Okay. There are a couple lying here. Maybe that's them. Is it you? No. Is it you? No. You're just gone. Never mind. Okay, I saw one on the path, one by the tree. I hear another frog. Where's the frog? The toad, the whatever. Nope, let's just deal with one at a time. Where'd he go? Hate it when you lose them. And I also hate it when they won't die. Come on, man. Good night. Oh, nothing? Really? Oh. Oh, no, that won't work. Never mind. 620. Yeah, you died easily enough. What's wrong with your friends? Checking around for any I missed. Nothing. Whoa, don't. What are you doing? Let's be a little more careful here about gathering them up. Nope, nope, let go. Darn it. hate it when they vanish. Five minutes. I was thinking this was going to be an easy one, but oh, we got we got it. I didn't realize we got them all. Up we go. Kind of bummed that no one else came by. Normally that one's kind of fun to do with other folks. Again, tonight is not, for random reasons, not proving to be a very good team night. What? Get out of here, cockroach. First time I've done that one entirely on my own. Yeah, we got some more legendary cores. We got treasury notes. Worth the effort. And we did a Mothman. Hello, sir. Nice to see you too. Maybe because of school. You know, it could be. Could be. Frog had a typewriter. Ew. Sudden cat noises. All right. Let's see. What are we doing now? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're trying out the dragon. We need some super mutants, and where better to go than... I mean, there are a lot of different places you could go. We'll start out at the lower level. Head up onto the hill and see if we can take out some at a distance. Duck down, stay invisible. We'll get some increased points for that as well. Although it's going to be really hard to target. Yes, do it under a corner and then stay still. No, don't go around like that. You did it wrong. Okay, what about you? Where is the site? I think it's right about there. That worked. And I don't know if I'm really going to notice that 15... Oh, no, that was noticeably faster. The reload, that worked pretty well. Missed him. So one downside of being invisible in the armor is that I wonder if I could actually take off the armor, just put on some civvies, and still get the sneak bonus. Let me try that. Quick change into undershirt and jeans. We're reloaded. And now we have the sight. That's beautiful. That's much better. That didn't kill him? Did you see how much damage that did? Seriously? Oh, he disappeared again. I'm doing 2. Boy, the damage on this guy should be stacking up like you would not believe. I am really surprised he survived that. There we go. And B Misty Moo 132. How's your night going? You know, I don't know why you folks think that this is a good thing to do. Get these every once in a while. And we report you. For spam. And you're out. And that's what we do with those. Okay. Back to it. Now you're not a super mutant, so I'm not going to get the damage bonus on you, but I'll still shoot you. Just 'cause. That guy's kind of wise to the fact that someone is shooting all his friends. And also him. Yeah, this is definitely better. Still not as stellar as I was hoping to be. 50% more damage, plus a double damage bonus for stealth. Where are you? I hear another one. There's that guy over there, too. Seriously, who actually follows these, like when you see these sites that are selling followers, who uses that? Someone must be doing it or else they wouldn't keep trying, but no thanks. Got him. I must have nicked him because it only did about 100 damage instead of, say, 700, you know, but got him. He's on the other side of the building now. Whoop! No, don't do that. Oh, no. That's not what that's supposed to be. You can't throw a grenade while using the gun. It's not really a shotgun. Like it's not shooting little teeny shot like a shotgun would. It's shooting steel like steel balls. There we go. So it's like a really old-fashioned sniper rifle. And yeah, for situations like this where you can get a spot above and just kind of take your time and work through, like, if I were going into an area with more trouble, and I could take up a position and just bit by bit take out the people down below, or at least take out most of them, kind of soften them up before I go in, like that, all the better. This is really what this particular gun, to me, is used for. It's nothing you'd carry into actual combat. It's something to like you were saying. It's kind of like a sniper rifle. It's just a really old-fashioned sniper rifle. Your favorite book is The Bad Guys. I've not heard of The Bad Guys. So what do you like about it? Or who's it by? So like I said, I've not actually heard of that one. Yeah, there's still no lead down there. I could try switching to a different server, but I don't think we're gonna get anything. That's kind of cool too. The fact that this thing will blow up cars in a single shot. Just kidding. Oh, okay. You never know. It could be the name of a book these days. Ocean's 11. Don't have a favorite book. Do you read so books includes a lot of different things. Do you read comics or manga or anything like that? Graphic novels? Okay. Let's put the armor back on. I just realized. We have done about as much as we can from a distance.
So boring.
Where is he? Good night. That didn't kill him?
Tear you apart.
Almost killed him. Not quite though. Didn't kill him nearly as much as it should have killed him. Come on back out. Everything's up. No, stop playing peekaboo. Come on out. That reminds me of like an old western or something. I peek out from around the corner of the building now and then. Boy, he's carrying a lot of good stuff. Hear another one thumping around. I was going to say, there's usually one down there, so... It's killing me a little bit as to why every once in a while it just does hardly any damage. That's more like it. Kind of. Not really. It did about the same. Just something about where I'm hitting them, I guess. So there are going to be about 3 more outside there. Is that part of the It is. Yeah, that guy's gone. So maybe I get up into one of the other towers and then focus on the other ones. Actually, we might be able to take this guy up here. I thought they were shooting at me at first. I'm like, you can't see me, you cheater. But no, someone else is coming in.
I hear stuff.
Stairs in here are always just a little broken. You catch on them. Just go up. Yep, there's one of the other guys. Oh, there's the other floater. Okay. Still not dead. At least there's no way they can actually get up here. Not gonna try to shoot that thing. You look cold. Have to get out of the way. I'm gonna lose all my armor and stim packs again. How about we just run down the wall? Oh, you saw me too, huh? Oh, I'm all out of that ammo. Okay, well, that fun's done. Down here. You cannot tell me I've used all my stim packs. About 40 of them. I've not used all those. Wait till I heal a little bit. Get the next gun ready. Come out shooting. And yeah, for whatever reason, she will not auto-reload that gun. So I just gotta keep that in mind if I'm using that. Which kind of stinks, but nothing you can do about it. Oh. It's a twofer. Alrighty. I think the other guy who's over here is also dead, but let's be a little cautious. Just to make sure. Since I'm feeling a little fragile lately, best to be safe. Okay, let's see. Weapons. Yep, that's all good now. Scrap that. Any other junk? We're good. Okay, so I think we've gotten all the challenges for the day. Yeah, I can level up again for a weekly, but that's going to take a long time to do. Is that Swarm of Suitors? Yeah, let's go ahead. Might help us get one of our large creature bonuses. Might also get us some more cores. Look at downside beam. No, that's not. What are you doing? That's not what I meant to do. I'm trying to get you to activate the event on my map.
This is Grafton's mayor speaking. To anyone who can hear me. Hello.
And it's gone.
Having a bit of a crustacean crisis. It's breeding season again.
Are you really? because I just looked and it's not there.
They all seem to be heading toward the lake. Stop them before they can breathe at the Queen. Otherwise, we'll be up to our ears in Mirelurks.
Event, fertile soil, tea time. It's gone. Yeah, even though he's still gabbing about it, it's not there anymore. Back over this way.
This unit will not rest until this land beats the crimson red blood of the Workers' Party.
Everything else is good. Think so. Yep. Haven't loaded up ammo for a while. Put all those back since I'm not using the pipe gun anymore. 45, so we'll hang on to because I have a gun that'll use that. Not using those. One. There we go.
Nice digs around here. I hope we can stay.
Let's check upstairs. I think there's some stuff to dump in there too. Yeah, let's put that in there. What do we? I can't remember what I normally sell those for. We'll do 10. Why not? Keeping the buff out. The buff tats. 3 strength, endurance, perception, plus 40 max health. That may actually come in handy then. Call max don't really need. We'll sell both of those. I don't know why those are so much. Disease cure I will need. Boiling blood will sell. Sell those for 1 each.
We are the collective. We are the party.
Overdrive.
We
Plus
are
15 damage. Yep,
Legion.
we hang on to that.
Our
Psycho, yep,
time
we hang on to that.
is now
Same.
for the proletariat.
Get rid of the diluted stuff. Sell it for 1. Yeah, where did it assign my stim packs to, I wonder? Huh. Let's check the wheel. And that is stim packs. Yeah, weird. Okay. That's where they're supposed to be.
It's always good to see you around, friend.
You too, sir. And, okay, we tried out the gun. We got more cores. Last thing for today is figuring out, like, we can do some of the missions that let us get treasury notes. And I can also go and start pricing out the parts for the Secret Service armor. So let's do that. We will start, since we're up at this end, we'll actually go up to Crater. And none of these things are very ammo heavy. It's generally taking down one person at a time. So that should be fine. Because, yeah, unfortunately, again, with the lack of lead, I really got to conserve how much I'm firing. Which is a little silly at this point, but... I just have to go... honestly, I have enough caps. I could go see if anyone's selling me ammo I need. I'm not sure... I don't know that I've ever seen the Ultrasight 50 caliber ammo just for sale in someone's shop. And if I do find it, I can't imagine it's going to be cheap. Go talk to Ren. Hello.
You here to help?
Yes.
I need more salvage locations on your map.
Okay, so go pick up some...
Double those generators. Can't have the comms going down
Nope,
in the
we're not
middle of a
doing that.
raid.
Let's go in here. Daily, event, daily. Is that it? That's the one. Where are we going? Nowhere? Oh, really? We're going to the... Okay, fine. Take that back. This is not killing one person. This is sneaking in and trying to find a bunch of vacuum tubes, but hopefully I can just sneak around. I don't have to engage with everyone I meet. One downside, I gotta sneak everywhere so that now I've gotta just crawl across the place. Keep the shotgun ready in case any Scorch get any funny ideas. Like that. What do you think you hear, pal? The Dundrax has joined. Blah. Can't talk. And we get to listen to old-timey mall music as we go around looking for him. Oh boy. First one. Alrighty. Can I get around the other side? Yeah, this should be fine. Should be able to get to the other side for that one from here. That's 3. Where are the quest ones? There we go.
Loyalty. Does anybody in this goddamn place understand the concept?
Just the rookie I wanted to see. You serious? Let's take a look then. Quality replacements, wiring looks good, inputs and ports are clean. Well, I guess since my time is precious to me, I can toss you a few more caps. I'll put in a good word with Meg, and don't forget to show your face around here from time to time. Never know when I might need more reliable help. Faxel don't get his shit together. Him and his team are gonna end up being target practice for some lucky-ass firms.
Of course they give
Oh, nice. Ballistic fiber scrap, too? Awesome.
Mustard always thinks he's better than us.
Really? Didn't actually get any armor I have to scrap or anything. That's okay, too. That's cool. So it looks like they modified the rewards for some of the dailies so that they're a little better. So that's
Gail would
nice.
probably go ballistic if anything happened to her and take it out on us.
And now let's see. We'll go down to not Helvetia, but the Overseer's home. Do the photography mission for the day. I gotta wrap this up before too long here. I've been playing now for a long time tonight. This has been an unusually long stream for me. And I was already a little burnt out just from normal everyday stuff at the beginning, so I'm surprised I've lasted this long. But I can hear it in my voice. I'm already I've been wearing down for a little bit here. Just about midnight, so it's I gotta figure out I gotta get some dinner. I have not eaten tonight.
So good to see you again. Splendid. Which settlement do you intend to go? Ah, excellent choice. Good hunting, as they say. As I'm sure you observe, if the settlement is to we'd like you to photograph the saw so that we can ask.
The saw,
While
okay.
many of the roads in Appalachia have fallen into disrepair, those that remain still offer the easiest path for travel through the wilds. There are many old raider outposts along the roads near Foundation that could be repurposed for trade and defense. There's just one such outpost, the Freak Show.
The Freak Show, okay.
And that's all we need for now.
Cool, we can do that. We'll go to the freak show first, which is down around there. There we go. Toggle active. Both of those turn on. Off we go. Although there can be some nasties down here. We'll see what we find when we get there. Nuka-Cola, my blood's in it. Personalized branding. It's one of the fun things in one of the missions they have you do along the main storyline in the game is you get, I think, 3 different choices for the name of a special brand of Nuka-Cola that you make that, yeah, indeed, has your blood in it. Oh, yep, there's a nasty. You can just lay there and keep beeping. I get it? Oh, you see me, don't you? You're not attacking. Just move on. Okay, that one's done. We'll just hang out here for a minute. Stay very still. There we go. Still need to take a picture of the saw up here.
Next week it'll be my turn on guard duty.
What's that, John?
There's that done.
Have you seen my tools? Oh, never mind. Just spotted them.
Oh, no. Oh.
Fine.
Hey, Ward.
So, when we went to get our intruder, if you can get it back. Excellent. Fourth, I can show you roughly.
Okay. Now, before we do anything else, let's take back the photos. That's Helvetia again. Ah, Helvetia, whatever you call it. That place. Where they have Fastnacht like 8 times a year.
You've returned. Ah, very good. Very... I did promise a reward, so... I can't argue with your logic. And it's true, I'll want to collect more photographs in the future. Very well. I'll increase the reward. Here are your caps. Come and see me again, and I might have more work for you.
Cool. Nice. And now we look for the person who we have to get the equipment back from. Not that. Daily. Vital equipment. Locate on the map. Whoa, that's really, really far south. Okay. So yeah, before I'm done for the night, writing progress update. Still doing very slow. Switched from writing the chapter I was on to working on the prologue. Finally found a good angle on it. It is going to be a little bit of a flex in terms of figuring out how to write what I want to write here, but making good regular progress. So, hello? Oh, that's the reward for the photography thing. Okay. All right, let's turn on the radio. That's kind of the short version of the update. I mean, oh, I hear something I really don't want to hear. Let me make sure. There we go. Invisible. Far better. You did not see me, did you? They're a bunch of robots, too. Oh, geez. I don't want to deal with these guys, honestly. Oh, there it is. Didn't have to do a thing. Just now walk up and take it. So, I've got a character in the story who, the early version of the story, I figured it was probably going to be something like vampires. I was thinking about writing more like either horror or something like dark fantasy. It has changed a ton over the years. And so this character is distinctly not a vampire. Not doing a vampire story. It's not horror. It's not fantasy. It's not anything like that. What I did instead in researching vampires is I found all sorts of really fascinating folklore about vampires from around the world and things that kind of resemble vampires but really don't fit the bill like we tend to think of them based on what you see in other popular books and movies and that sort of thing. Couple that with the idea that a lot of folklore that we hear is written from a perspective that sounds a little bit like it was written by people who lost a war or people who kind of resent this group that they're writing about somehow, you know, that there's some kind of tension between them. And so they write stories where we write about these other people in ways that are either demeaning and silly, like like the stories about fairy where you hear about the little teeny people with the funny hats, or they're written from the point of view of someone who's terrified of these people, where there's where you get the fairy stories about, they're not little teeny people, they're not the Victorian idea of fairies, which to me is a little, personal opinion, silly, where it's these little bug-like people with glittering wings and sparkles. No, it's nothing like that. They're people-sized. They're people who live somewhere else, tend to live, if not forever, then a very long time, and are not to be trifled with. They come by and, say, destroy crops or cause all sorts of problems for you. They come and steal your children. They wreak havoc on towns and people. And so it's been an interesting exercise to go through and look at a lot of these old stories as though, because to a lot of people, let's be really clear, that a lot of folklore is written not like we typically know it today, where we think of it as fairy tales. And I'm not referring to fairy tales. Fairy tales and folklore are very distinct things, but we tend to lump them together. Folklore was written from the point of view of people who this was part of their daily life. They had a very strong belief that if they did not properly respect these hidden people, these others, that really bad things would happen. And they had what they saw as evidence of it in their daily life.
It's very generous. I'll get this intrusion.
So long story short, I'm kind of writing my book from that point of view. So yeah, there are others. There are people who are who live apart from us. There are people who live an extraordinarily long time. There are people with kind of weird, I'm not going to go into a ton of detail in the book even to explain how or why it is they do some of the things they do. It's just there. It's just part of the backdrop. 20 of them. Nice. Okay. It's a pretty good haul, really. Still not nearly as much as I would like, but hey, it's a good haul. Now let's go up to the shop. This is the last thing for the day. We're going to go up and take a look at what's in...
Civilization is being rebuilt right here in Foundation.
Is that where I want to go? Mysterious Cave or Vault? Or Vault 79. We'll do it that way. But anyway, so the title character in the story is one of these people. The story is called Saturday's Kind. Saturday is a roughly 15, 16-year-old girl, but she comes from this other, these people who nominally live kind of out in the woods, who are apart from us. I'm not going to talk a ton about it, because it's kind of the point of the story, is you kind of figure out what the heck is going on with Saturday and kind of where she comes from and whatnot. But anyway, but she has characteristics from a number of elements of folklore in terms of, just different things that she can do, physical characteristics in that, So I try to present her as much as possible as an ordinary human character, but she isn't at the same time. So one of the things that is different, and this goes back to the sort of the origins of the story, is that, like I said, she has some of the traits of what we would think of as a vampire. She isn't. There's no drinking blood. There's no undead. There's nothing like that. But I'm having to write this first scene where I introduce some of those aspects of her, and I need to introduce them in a way that kind of tells the reader, this is what the book is like. These are the kinds of things that you're going to find in this story.
Cole seems to have forgotten that.
Yeah, whatever,
We
dude.
don't call him Slick for nothing.
Brotherhood, blah, blah, blah. Crusader. Gauss, Hellcat. Hellstorm. Pepper Shaker. What is a Pepper Shaker? Fires more pellets per shot. They have some new guns. I have no idea what a Pepper Shaker is. I'm not going to just get it. I'm going to go read about the thing. Secret Service. There we go. 2,000. Wow. Man, this is going to take a while.
If AC reduces the paperwork anymore, I'll be out of a frickin' job.
Okay. Can I inspect it so I can see? No, it's not going to show me the anything. Okay, so I gotta go read about it. Since they're not going to tell me anything here, I'm going to have to go look up and see, which is kind of annoying, really. I'm going to have to go and see which... Jeez, look at this. We got right leg, right arm.
Now I get to handle requisitions.
Secret Service. So this is like... There's a helmet that alone is $16.50, and that's just a mod, isn't it? Like, that's not even like, you don't get lead-lined armor.
First-class equipment to hand out. All it takes is some gold bullion.
That is just a plan for modifying the armor that you have to buy separately, right? So the chest piece, $12.50. Yeah, I'm not doing this tonight. I've got some homework to do. Anyway, so yeah, so the title character is different. You know, I've got to introduce some of the weirdness around her in a way that is true to the story. that it has more to do with the mood of things and sort of the emotional content in the story than it does, like, this is a fantasy story with magic systems and that. There's none of that. I gotta keep away from that. So I've got to introduce this thing that looks like an ordinary sort of a Friday night for this couple, but she does something kind of unusual, and we see the other person in the scene is the main character, the protagonist that we follow throughout the story. And I've got to show this weird interaction and kind of show how it helps him. It helps the protagonist get by a little bit. We've got to show some of the emotion of it. It's a really challenging scene to write. I'm having fun with it, but it is, yeah, it's been pretty tough. That was pretty vague, but like again, I don't want to be too open with the story. Not like someone's going to steal the idea or something. It's not that. It's just I'd rather get it written and show people the actual story and have them react to the story in context, not some, you know, kind of plain talk description of it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, well there's that. Basically, that just tells me I've got some reading to do later to figure out, like, what's the best combo of armor to get here. That is, man, I was actually naive enough to think that hey, maybe I have enough to actually get a whole suit of armor now. Not even close. Like, I can get a chest piece and an arm or something. Like, that's about it. Maybe a chest piece and a leg, or I don't know. That is going to take forever. That is such a slow grind.
Cole seems to have forgotten that.
Oof. Alright, well, you do what you gotta do. Where are we in the stats now? Okay, we got level up still, scrap pre-war money. Yep, we still gotta do some of that. Kill a huge creature. Gotta find 3 more huge creatures to kill. And then build up a workshop or camp. That's an easy one.
Little brat is a pain in the ass, but we just call
Dude,
her Peter for short.
Relax. Has anyone claimed Tyler County? No, they have not. Let's head out there. Maybe we can get that one done. And I guess that's actually the last thing I should do for the night, is we'll take a look at the progress on the scoreboard and see what kind of goodies I got. But yeah, I guess I can talk about it. I've already talked about the story a little bit. It's weird not to talk about the details. The idea is that there's this married couple where he's what we think of as an ordinary person. She's this whatever she is. And for reasons that become evident later on in the story, she has to actually, she's not a vampire, but there's a bite involved. Like, she has to bite him periodically to kind of keep him okay. And so the scene is introducing this idea where, yeah, it's you know, married couple Friday night, very young married couple Friday night, and she has to bite him. And when she does, it's not like a like, it actually has a what you might call an ameliorating effect on him. And it's actually meant to be a scene that's kind of showing, you know, showing them being close. You know, showing that there's some kind of weird bond between them. And like I said, it's also introducing some of the rules of the story. You know, that this is the sort of thing you can expect to find in this book. So it serves a lot of important rules, and I found a few ways to describe things along the way that I think are going to work pretty well. But like I said, it's still challenging. Now when it says build up a camp or a workshop, I kind of wonder what that means. We'll find out here. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm just about done for the night. I'm going to try experimenting with just a few things here. Whoops. And then I'm going to call it a night. Go get dinner, do some more writing. Already did a little bit today, but I've got to figure out how to make better progress. I had my 3-year writing, more ballistic fiber scrap. Yeah, bring it on. Awesome. That's great. I had my 3-year writing anniversary. I've been writing every single day for 3 years, and I still don't have nearly enough of the book done. So I got to figure out how to focus my time a little better there. So that's not counting, is it? Build up a workshop or camp. What in the world does that mean? Psh, I couldn't tell you. Let's go take a look in the, I think is that in the weeklies? It is. A better description? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Are you kidding? That is like a huge compound multi-part goal. Build a container, display, or shelf, wall or floor decoration, door or stairs, water source. That is a ton of stuff. Alright, well, yeah, I can still do this, though. Okay, let's just get some walls and put a door in. Put a bunch of doors in, honestly. We're going to have a weird building here. And then we got that to deal with. Okay, that's okay. Building stairs will actually count. So. Add some size to this. That should be enough. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. In doing research on folklore for the story, I found out that there are, there's a Scottish thing called a Banshee. Everyone hears about a banshee, right? Banshee, well, we know it as this like ghost-like woman who wails. She lets out a screaming sound and portends. She's a portent of someone's impending doom, right? Banshee is also just the name for a woman, what they call a woman of the mounds. It was believed that fairy people, elves, hidden people, whatever you want to call them, actually lived in these mounds of earth. And so Banshee, or Banshee, I guess probably Banshee, I don't know if that's pronounced correctly or not. Yeah, they were basically women from these other people. And yes, in the stories, sometimes they would appear and warn people of that someone was about to die. But they were not necessarily just a ghost-like thing that showed up and just wandered around wailing all the time. There was a bit more to the story. But yeah, it's actually been a lot of fun going through. Oh, that's nice. And like I said, reading about folklore and putting together all the. I guess part of it is finding out how much folklore is actually common across the world. Like how many stories repeat and are varied just slightly in different cultures. And so you can kind of build up your own, I guess you could call it a mythos, from the common pieces that you find in all those different stories. And that's, basically what I've done is, hopefully this counts. I'm not seeing the goals showing up. What's funny is even things like the Greek gods, there are actually a lot of similarities between the Greek gods and like Irish or Icelandic fairy lore, in that they are people who are removed from the rest of human beings. They are somehow stronger, or have different abilities that humans don't have. They have to maintain their immortality by eating special food or drinking special drink. In a lot of like Irish fairy stories, there are these things about, you know, don't eat the food. If someone comes from this other place called fairy and takes you there, don't eat the food because then you won't be able to go back. You know, and there's a sort of a supposition in some of those stories that it's the food that is actually the source of their longevity. These people who live virtually forever. Same thing for the Greek gods. They live apart from us. They are temperamental. They have either ambrosia or nectar or both that they eat or drink to maintain their immortality. And on a one level, you could say that these are sort of superficial similarities. You know, I don't think they are. I think that there's an interesting thread that runs through a lot of different human cultures, that wherever you find people who live very far apart under very different circumstances and they invent these common threads throughout all these stories, I think it's worth paying attention to. And that's I mean, frankly, that's the study of folklore. Like, you can go to a university and get a degree in folklore now. I don't think that was always true. I think that's a comparatively new field, but it's, yeah, pretty cool idea. Let's see, we'll go to challenges again. So I built a bunch of doors. Am I getting credit for these? Because I'm not seeing anything show up again. Build a door or stairs. Oh, so I get, for all those doors I built, I get 1. This is insane. This is going to take forever, and I have to do this 3 times? 3 times, everything in this list. Yeah, I'm all done. Like, the dogs can have the place. That is, that's a little absurd, frankly. Okay, let's do, oh no, we're not going to do free range. I was going to say, it's another good, like, we could get some more cores. The downside being is that it's very time consuming. You have to very slowly follow along the cattle as they make their way along the road. And then the enemy at the end is actually pretty tough. You probably want some other people with you to take it on. So anyway, so the main character, or not the main character, but the title character in the story, Saturday, she's a combination of Bavanshis and a thing called a, not a vampire, but a dhampir, and some other things too. Like, she's an amalgam of these different ideas from different elements of folklore. But again, it's all these things that then are given sort of they're presented in a way so that they look more like things that we would be familiar with. Like, I can't emphasize enough, most folklore, to people who, you know, who originated the folklore, it wasn't made up stories to entertain children. I mean, it was there to teach them things. That's different. That's a different sort of an angle on it. But it was very real to them. It was a very real and integral part of their lives. And this is a recent thing, too. I think the other tendency is to think about folklore as though it were something very, very, very old. And it isn't. You can go back. I mean, you know, we're talking, it could still be like 100 years old. But, you know, there's more recent things, like Slender Man is folklore, right? You know. And there are people who get realistically kind of riled or, you know, unsettled about those kinds of stories, too. Irish folklore, I remember there's a project out there where they're taking a bunch of school children's daily writing journals, and they are digitizing them. So they're taking them and going through and photographing them, but also taking the text and entering that into like a database. And so you've got, if you go and read them, if you're into this sort of thing, if you're interested in folklore at all, it's describing their daily life. It's like, you know, talking about their family. That's the things that they do after school, the chores that they have to do, taking care of their farm or whatever it is. But then, yeah, occasionally mixed in there, they will also talk about how there was a problem with one of their animals that they attributed to something nefarious, something vaguely supernatural or openly supernatural doing something to the tattle, whether it was something anyway. And so they have these kind of weird tiers that they use to deal with stuff like that. So writing from the point of view, like taking these things that to us are fantasy, but then presenting them in the story in a way that is kind of just very serious, brick-faced. It's presented like it's just, you know, hey, it's just a part of her personality, or it's a part of her physiology. It's kind of part of her family history. I really like that idea. I'm certainly not the only person who's doing that, but there are not a ton of people who are writing from that perspective, and it's fun. I'm really enjoying making the story. The bits of it that I've shared with other people have gone over pretty well so far. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm very eager to get some pieces done to the extent that I can share it better, just because it is so rewarding to see someone else react to your work. You know, sometimes good or bad. Like, not everyone's going to like it, but yeah, so far, even where people aren't so sure about what's going on, if they may be a little confused about something, or might not be their cup of tea, I've gotten really good feedback on it. So I'm eager to share more. So I'm also simultaneously a little frustrated that it is taking so long to eke out each chapter. It is taking forever. But you know, that's how it goes. Anyway, that is it for the night. I'm going to pack it in here. Take off the armor. Oh, the Overeater's torso. Why don't we go put that in the machine real quick? I still love that. I picture that as kind of like plate mail armor, but with a big belly on it or something. You know what I mean? Increases damage reduction up to 6% as you fill your hunger and thirst meters. Funny. Yep, let's sell it. Alright, I think that's it now. So we can just put on the t-shirt and jeans, take off the helmet and backpack. Let's see if I have any meat. See if I have anything that needs cooking. I don't think I picked anything else up, but we'll check. Probably my idea for that this was a genre, that this was something you could do, came from a story from a novel, short novel from Neil Gaiman called The Ocean at the End of the Lane, which kind of takes the same approach. It's a very ordinary everyday. It's about a little boy growing up and going through some difficult things. But also the people who live down the road are not from here in various ways. And he ends up sort of crossing a boundary into this other world, but it's a very blurred boundary. And he comes back and kind of brings things from that other place into our world. But it's not presented again as fantasy. It's presented as this, like, it's mainly a story about this little boy growing up and some of the difficult things he had to go through. Sort of. It's, again, not the best description, but it'll have to do for now. Alrighty. Thank you again for hanging out and, you know, sharing the stream. Had a lot of fun tonight. I am beat, I'll admit. I'm going to go and see if I can find something, some kind of midnight meal here. I got to figure out dinner. And do some more writing. See if I can get through this introductory scene so that I have something to share with the crit group coming up next week. And, yeah. I hope you have a good start to your weekend. Hope you have a good rest of your day and all that. And I will see you again. Probably, you know, shouldn't be too long. So, God bless, take care, and we'll see you again soon. Yeah, thank you too. I gotta tell you, I appreciate all the questions along the way too. It's nice to have things to chat about. I'll see if I can pick up a copy of The Bad Guys. I'll let you know what I think of it. Talk to you later.